Thanksgiving Day came and went, and Christmas decorations soon flooded the streets. Of course, I wasn't allowed any decorations. I was to be dedicated to my mission and nothing else. Kill the people I'm told to kill, and when I'm told to do it, and how I'm told to do it. I endured an entire week of silence from Dickens after my last kill, and it wasn't until this day that Dickens contacted me with my next assignment.
No name. Did you enjoy your fall break?
Is that what that was? I thought you forgot about me.
Never. You just need time to remember who you belong to. Without me, there is nothing. You are nothing. Do not forget this. I can make you homeless and weak and pathetic again, just like that.
Yes, of course. I won't forget it. You have someone for me to kill then, I assume.
Of course. Why else would I be calling you? You're not interesting enough for me to speak to just for idle chatter.
All of his words cut deeper than I expected. Dickens was mean by every definition of the word, and yet there remained part of me that longed for his approval. I try not to think too deep into it. It's just not how I do business.
Tonight, you are going to kill a man who wastes his life on gambling. He has put his family thousands and thousands of dollars into debt, and now it is time for him to pay his ultimate dues. Kill him in whatever fashion you must. I just need him dead and documented. Do this correctly. Do it today.
I nodded, knowing that he could probably see me anyway, with whatever cameras he had hidden around the room. Dickens then gave me the details, the when, where, the who. I would just slip in the casino and snatch him up. People again would see me and they wouldn't care. Their eyes would be too focused on the potential millions they could make playing a silly game. An honest question had slipped its way into my thoughts. So without thinking, I asked, Mr. Dickens, you told me that my work would be done on the dark web and not in public. Yet everyone I've captured thus far has been out in the open.
I also told you questions are not allowed. Have you killed anyone in public? No. Do not question me. I can only have so much patience with you before you end up exactly like your victims.
It won't happen again.
It better not.
I began to get ready while Dickens stayed on the phone with me. My facial expression and demeanor changed as I realized exactly where I was going. A casino. Those buildings hold a lot of people. I didn't want to do this.
No, ma'am. What is it? What is troubling you? You look much less confident this is going to be your easiest kill to date. Oh, you do not like big crowds, do you?
No, it isn't that at all.
Do not lie to me. You are afraid of crowds. I know more than you seem to realize. Guess what? I do not care. Go do your job. This is a very important kill. Do not forget that.
I sighed and grabbed all of my gear, slipping out of the room and began making my way to the local casino. I blasted a radio production of The Night Space. It was an old radio show where strange things often happened to ordinary people. It's all I ever really cared to listen to. I never watched TV. I had to convince myself I was ready for this kill. Dickens was right. I don't like large groups of people. A place like a casino could be a real problem. But how did he know all of this? Did he have eyes in my brain as well? No, I won't question it. I have to keep my focus on the art of the kill. Clarksville, Tennessee used to be a small town, but it's always growing. What I wouldn't give to be living in 1950 when everybody had plenty of space. I think on this all the time because one of my favorite pictures is of the Roxy Theater. It was taken in 1950. And guess what I don't see in the picture? Mass amounts of human bodies all jammed in together trying to make their way through the streets. The good old days. Traffic. I squirmed in my seat and looked at the clock. It was only 3. Why were there so many people on this road? I'll admit I was nervous. Rolling down the windows didn't help because my biggest problem was all around me. Instead, I turned up the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, Our next story took place right in our city. I can honestly tell you that none of these 6 people knew what they had in store when they received this letter in their mailboxes. The Night Space episode of
I honestly zoned out the rest of the program until I found a parking spot. I mumbled several curse words before entering the casino that for some ungodly reason had opened last year. No respectable person in Clarksville had wanted this, but yet here it was. Keeping my gaze straight ahead, I began to take a few shaking steps forward. I tensed up as sweat began to dampen my skin. I instantly felt as though all of these people were piling their bodies on top of mine. I struggled to move. My chest felt tight and I couldn't breathe. I hoped that some minion of Dickens wasn't recording my mental breakdown. No, I wasn't breaking down. Stay calm, stay calm. The first tear was shed. I could feel my heart knocking loudly against my skin. Where was this man? There. I scowled. The man was playing some game show slot where he was losing all of his money he had just won. I dosed this person just like I did the other one. I pretended he was drunk and that I was his friend swooping in to save the day and drag him from the public. But no one even asked what was wrong with him or what I was doing. People really don't have any trace of humanity left, do they? Another monster, all mine to do with whatever I pleased. Once I propped him in the back seat, I sighed and smiled brightly. All my adoring fans were waiting for me on the dark web.